Yes. Are you seeing my screen share now?
Yes, KD.
Okay, so after completing block blob, after completing page blob, and with some data backups taken, SQL Server backups taken, one last slide is left off, which I did not cover, which is append blob. Small topic, shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Let's finish this one. And after that, sir, share this concept. If we can complete this two today, we are well on track. We can jump into networking immediately after this. So append blob is also one type of blob only. Total 3 types of blobs we have, right? Block blob, page blob, that we have already discussed. Block blobs have this architecture. Everything is broken in the form of blocks. Page blob has a different architecture, 512 bytes aligned. Append blob is not like that. Append blob is completely little different. Maybe I can talk with an example better. Before I talk about examples, sir, just watch the append blob once. Here also we have blocks only. Just like block blob, everything is blocks, right? Append blob is also blocks itself, blocks. And again, if you can see, each block in an append blob can be different size. So, sir, one block, one append blob, one piece can be small size. Another piece can be a bit bigger size. The next block can be small size. The next block can be bigger size. So the maximum blocks here also are 50,000 blocks only. Maximum block size is 4 MB. 4 MB. So 100 MB block size option you don't have here. That means what, sir? Assuming every block is 4 MB, maximum size of append blob is how much? Assuming all blocks are of same size, 4 MB.
It is 195.
195 GB that we have. So 195 GB max. So first of all, who uses this one? So I'll give you a small notepad. Let me give you a small example. Okay. So I maintain logs. So I'm typing like this, sir. Today's date 28 November 2022. I'll put a colon here, and I'll mention whatever happened in my life today. I'll type. You can take it as a daily. Daily is nothing but a classic example of logging. So whatever I type here, for example, today morning I woke up at whatever stories I want to write. Woke up at a little late actually. Okay, so 6:15 AM. Then I made my breakfast. Started class at 6:45, little late today. Okay, and etc. So and then again, just something. So I made a phone call to my longtime friend, and so on and so forth, etc. So I'm just typing as a story. Okay. Now, so this is my 28th log, right? The next day, I'm maintaining a 29th log. So first point is, the first and foremost thing is 29th tomorrow. Let's assume that tomorrow was rest day. I did not do anything much. And then the day later, sir, 30th November, I am again updating my logs. But this was a long day and with a lot of content in it. My only question to all of you is, okay, sir, first day's content is small. Second day's content is even small. Third day, when I am updating the file, it is a little bigger volume. So understand the discussion, please. Understand the discussion, sir. less logging, medium logging, almost no logging, and then little more logging. So first of all, if today is 31st, this month we have 31st November, right? No, 30th November, sorry. 1st December, 2022. Yeah. So whatever finishes on 30th, right? I can't go and back and edit it. I should not be editing. Ethically, what if I'm maintaining a proper log, I should not ethically modify anything in it. That's a true what happened with me. I don't want anything to be modified. The best place to keep things in is append blobs. Because in append blob, let's assume that this is a small block. Let's say it is a 32 KB blocks. Let's assume that this is 16 KB block. Example I'm saying. And let's assume this is a 128 KB block size. So first and foremost condition in append blob is whatever already you have updated, right? You can't modify it. First and foremost condition. Every write operation you are doing, once you have written, that's it. No way you can change it. And one block will differ from second block. So what is the best place to store append blobs? What is the best thing to put append blob? What can I put as an append blob? So first of all, photos, videos, documents, PDFs and all, best places what? Blob. Even we discussed an example, so SQL Server backups also. I mean SQL Server or Oracle or whatever, backups also. Best places, blobs. Page blob is there. What is the best? What is best content to keep in a page blob? VHD files. Virtual machine, VHD files. That's the best place to keep your page blobs. Okay. Next one is append blobs. Best place to keep append blobs is logs. 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 Like I'm showing a personal log. Same way. So for example, go to virtual machine. In virtual machines, right? Everybody please listen, sir. In virtual machines, till now, we were not enabling monitoring, right? Okay. So logs, like logs or monitoring, till now we are not enabling it. Till now we have only one sentence, sir, disable it, don't use it. So if you want to maintain logs, good diagnostics, for example, okay, right now the setting is disabled. So if I go to settings and if I say enable monitoring, sir. Monitoring means boot. Whenever system is booting, it will store information in the storage account saying that I started the system. This much memory is there, this much CPU is there, it's loading, it started. That kind of information will be available. So what you can do is you can create a storage account, for example. KD boot log, for example. I'm creating a storage account with this name, so I'll delete it later. And general purpose V1 or general purpose V2, whichever you like. LRS. Okay, sir. Standard storage account I'm creating. So now logging will be enabled for this system. Logging, boot diagnostics, whenever system boots. So I'm enabling logging for this one. So that means one storage account will be created. Inside the storage account, one file will be created, log file. Now, every time my computer boots, stops and starts, that file will be updated. What is the best file to keep there? Because you're updating. So yesterday's logs, can I go and modify that? Wrong. Logs must not be modified. That's a true story of yesterday. So that is why, sir, blobs are best. I'm sorry. Append blobs are the best for storing logs. Because old logs you can't touch. Even if you want to modify, it will not allow you to modify. So append blobs are best. It's loading. It's saving. Give it a minute. I'll show you.
KD, in manage storage account, we'll not able to see, right? Logs.
The reason why I selected custom storage account is so we can see properly everything. In manage storage account, Microsoft will manage everything. We can't see the proper the exactly what's going on in the background, we can't see. That's why. So look at this. It's saved now. Let us go to storage accounts once. This is the one, right? Just now I created. Go to containers. Do you see? One container created with the logging purpose. Right now, there is no log available, sir. There is no log available. If system boots, if system restarts, you will see a file here. Append blob is the best blob to store here. Wait, let me restart the machine to show you, if you're okay with it. For which machine I added just now? PR, right?
It should be PR. Second
Let us double check once. Boot diagnostics. No, not this one. AD. Not this one. SR. I don't know where I added. This is
It is PR only.
PR only, right? Sure.
Yeah. It should be PR only.
Let us double check again. Boot settings. No. AD machine. I don't know where I added, sir. I'm so sorry. Oh, all are disabled. Okay, let's do it for PR again. 1 minute, please. You already have storage accounts, sir. I'll save it. Now I'll try. Enabled. I'm restarting PR, sir. While it is restarting, go to storage accounts. Just a minute, please. What blob you're seeing?
Page blob.
So, but the best option is which one? Go, sir. It's Azure decision, not your decision, my decision. There's a log file, sir. It's an image file, BMP file. It's a screenshot. It's nothing but a screenshot. Download and show you. It's a screenshot of your virtual machine. It started or not. So, oh no, KD, we are not talking about screenshots. Yes, sir, we're not talking about screenshots, but we're talking about log file. So, sir, more information about logging I'll give you again. But what if I tell you in every Windows operating system, we have event viewer? Every Windows operating system has something called event viewer. In event viewer, under Windows logs, application logs, you can see all the old logs. So Windows will not allow you to modify any of the old logs. So what I am saying is any files you are keeping in Azure, which you don't want to modify, the previous content you don't want to modify. And sir, new content you can add. You can add, see, look at this one, sir. That's why I showed my dairy example. 1 minute, sir. That's why I was showing you my dairy example. So old content you can't modify. New content you can keep adding if you call it back. You can keep adding new content as much as you want. This kind of log files are best for append blob. So read this slide once. And read the first line, please. An append blob is comprised of blocks, all blocks, and is optimized for append operations. Append means you keep adding more content. Next, sir, when you modify an append blob, right? When you modify an append blob, blocks are added to the end of the blob, meaning previous content will be untouched. And at the end of the blob, end of the file, you keep adding new content. Next one, sir, updating or deleting existing blocks is not supported. Entire file you can delete if you want, but updating that blocks and adding that content to it is not allowed. If you want to add new content, add new content. Existing content you can't touch. And sir, the best part about this one is normally in a blob, you can find out how many blocks are there. Every block will have a block ID. Here they don't expose the block IDs. They hide the block IDs. So block, blob, and append blob are almost same. In blob, you can modify the content. In append blob, once you upload something, you can't modify it. Logs are best example. Logs are best examples. Here also same. Max 4 MB block size, 50,000. So your max logs can be 195 GB. And then, so who uses this concept? Application teams. Because application teams will have log files. They can store the log files as as append blob in Azure. I am done. So there is no big difference in block blob and append blob. Append blob is used for append operations, modifying, adding. Append is what? Append means what, sir? Append. Append means keep adding to the file.
Updating.
Yeah, updating again will give a wrong sense. Append is like you have content, keep adding content to the file. But don't touch the first part. That's called as append. I mean, English append is that only.
Adding to the existing content.
Adding to the existing file, add more content to it is appending to it without modifying the pre-content. So that's all. I don't have anything else to talk about append blobs. Let's go to shared disk concept. And I think with that, this concept is completed.
Small doubt, KD. Yeah. So when we are adding any like logs to one, we wanted to save it in append block, right? So is it only from Azure based what resources has inside the Azure, or we can do from the on-prem data so can be saved on the append?
So I'll show you now. It's not in Azure because Azure doesn't use append blobs. I'll show one thing, please. Just watch this one. We have created one storage account just now, right? Just now. You have containers. I'll go create a new container here. My logs. Created. Okay, sir. Now in the my logs container, I want to upload a log file. None other than the file that I already have. See this? I already have this file, right?
Okay.
Okay. So this is what I'm saving. Append blob is what I'll call it. And I save it on my desktops. Okay, done. I'll close this file. Now let me upload it. Desktop, append blob. I'm uploading, sir. And when uploading, please watch. I will select append blob. So what I'm saying is we will create the container and leave it. Application teams can upload the files if they want.
Okay.
And sir, max block size, as you can see, is 4 MB. Now my choice, sir, I'll pick whatever block size I want. So, but remember, all blocks are of not same size. So right now I am selecting a simple 64 KB block and I'm uploading it, sir. So my file got uploaded. So the content, whatever I have till now, this all content is kept in a 64 block. Now, if I want, I can make change. Now, this is uploaded, right? I can't modify this. It's 824 bytes only. 824 bytes only, but my 64 KB block cannot be touched. If I upload new content, it will be one more block. So you can keep adding to the file. So that meaning application teams will do it, sir. Not your headache, not my headache.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, only block blobs can be edited from the portal. It doesn't allow you to edit your append blobs. No way. And if any application team wants to add new content to this one, so they can add, but condition is what? They can add append to it. They can't edit the existing one. That's also, this is all I was trying to tell. But no need to worry from our side. This is mainly used by application teams, log files. Database teams also can put some log files here. But my only intent here is to tell you that, okay, there's a concept called append block. That's all.
Storage, I mean append block.
Append block, sorry.
Can we optimize that one? See, we are not updating the storage of the append block. Okay, we cannot modify the append block. So we'll be able to modify only the page block.
Block we can't modify, you're right, because it is already a block and you're streaming from it.
Yes.
Append block, you can append. You can't modify the previous content, but you can keep adding new content to it. Page
Okay.
blocks are read-write operations. Yes. So what was that you said now?
So when we are adding, I mean, when we are using these append blocks, say for example, we have reserved some X amount of memory to that one, but we are not utilizing it to the full capacity. So that whatever is leftover memory is gone in vain.
The leftover space, storage space, which is available, right? For example, 825 bytes only is used. It is actually 64 KB in totality.
Yes.
So 64 into 1024, that much, minus 824 only we are using now. That is 64,712 space is available. But you can append to it, sir. You can append to it. But what I'm saying is the previous content you can't modify. That's all I said.
Okay.
You can still keep appending. Append is the only operation allowed here. Keep adding till it is full. And then so once it is full, the next block will be allocated. Max how much? 50,000 blocks, right? Yeah. Not a great concept, sir. Just a concept. Yeah. Now, so let's complete two more things, please. Give me a minute, sir. So this is important concept. So shared disk concept. So what I'll do, I'll quickly build two VMs, just two VMs. Sir. I have a hard disk. Normally disks can be added to, so let me show you. So let me create and show you better. It will be easy. I'm creating two VMs. I'll call one VM as VM1, obviously. KD-VM1.
KD, this is for?
I'll show you. It's a small concept actually. We know this, but we did not touch the option called shared disk option. I'll show you just a minute. Windows 2016. Location South India. We are good. 1 minute, sir. Okay, username password given. Just a minute, so please. Small topic, extremely small topic. Okay, so I have a VM now, VM1. I'll build two VMs, sir. This is the first VM I'm building. I'm calling this as VM1. This is the second VM which we will build. We'll call it VM2. In disk, sir, premium SSD, one C drive, just C drive. Networking and all is common. I'm not doing anything new. Management, I'm disabling the monitoring. Disabling automatic updates. I'll go to monitoring, disable, advanced, and review and create. First VM is getting created. Shared disk is the concept. Question, please. What is the best place to store? Sorry, sir. Which type of files are very good for storing in append blocks?
Logs.
Logs. Okay. logs where you keep adding content to it, logs that you don't modify the previous content, that type of files are very good for append blobs. That is, if that point is clear, you have got the point, main content conveyed. Yeah. Almost done. First VM, sir. Let me build the second VM also. Okay, first VM done, building second VM. So the topic which I'm trying to do is I'm creating a shared disk. KD-VM2, first VM, second VM, two VMs. South India, rest all is same, nothing is changing. Done. Done. Disks. Networking. Done. Management. Manual updates. Monitoring. Visible. Done. So second VM is being built. Now, what we will do, so we have seen a concept called if you have VM1 and VM2, can I add another disk to the VM? We have done this already. To an existing VM, can we add another disk? Absolutely. Just a minute. It's this VM is getting created. Let it go. Go to virtual machines. Go to KD, the one that I've created just now, VM1. Let me go to VM. Can we add a new disk to this one? Yes, absolutely. Go to disks. It's managed disk. Okay. Go to disks. Yes, you can add a new disk. Managed or unmanaged? Even unmanaged also, you can add a new disk. So create a new attach new disk, sir. It'll ask you disk name. Okay. Sorry, sir. KD-VM1-disk2. Disk 2. How much GB you want? So let's say I want 32 GB disk. I can select it and click on save. Correct, sir? This is how you add a disk to existing VM, right? Existing VM, you can add a disk. I added now. Same way you can do in VM2 also, VM3 also. No, but I'm not talking about that. If there is VM1 and VM2, two VMs, sir, a shared disk between them. Meaning the disk
common disk.
A common disk. So if I keep a disk, sir, from VM1 also you can access that disk. From VM2 also you can. Normally what happens, sir? I'll show an example, please. I have a hard disk. So imagine, sir, something like this, okay? I have a hard disk here. Imagine. There are I don't have a cable here. So imagine that there are two cables for this hard disk. Okay, one cable goes to one system. Another cable, there is no hard disk in the world right now like that. But just saying, we have SATA, sorry, sir. We have SCSI hard disks in the market if you want. But anyways, this is a normal single laptop or single desktop hard disk. One cable goes to one hard disk, sir. Imagine one more cable is there which goes to second hard disk. At a time, that VM, that laptop and this laptop both can access this hard disk then. That is exactly what we are trying to do in the cloud now. A shared disk between two virtual machines. Now you may ask a question, sir. KD, shared disk we will create, but how people will use it? How will people use that shared disk? If you want to know, sir, I will show you an example later, but not right now, because we have to cover networking. After networking, we have Active Directory, AD topic. There I will show you. So till that time, sir, let's see now. Is the disk added? 32 GB disk added? Yes. Okay. Now go to virtual machine. Go to that VM, sir. Overview. Copy the public IP. Let me go to MSDSC, meaning remote desktop to this. I'm connecting this. This is VM1. Now, same way, by now, the VM2 would have got created as well. Refresh. VM2 is also ready. So in VM2 also, you can add a disk if you want. 32 GB disk if you want. Again, it's your choice. KD VM2 disk 2. I'm adding 32 GB disk here also. Sir, that disk and this disk are independent to both the nodes, right? Node 1, I mean, VM1 has got its own disk 32 GB. VM2 has got its own disk 32 GB. But what I am trying to do now is create a shared disk with them. Okay, so first of all, go to this VM, sir. Go to my computer. My computer. Whenever you add a new disk, it will not show in the disk by default. You have to do something which I told earlier. Disk
management.
Yeah. Open disk mgmt.msc disk management. When you go to disk management, the new disk will pop up. When you open disk management, see, it will say that, hey, I found a new disk. Okay. Yeah, look at this one. It's a 32 GB disk, right? 32 GB will not give you 32 GB, it will give you 31 MB something. Okay, click on new volume, hit next, next. Maybe you can pick F drives, huh? Because F is the next drive available. New local disk. Local disk means it is specific to VM1, specific to VM1. It's formatting. Yeah, F drive, sir. Now go to my computer. See, you will see a disk called F disk. But sir, this is local, this computer's disk, its own disk. Now go to VM2 also, same thing you will do. Second VMs. Here also same thing you have to do. What is that? Please help me. Open disk management.
Open disk management.
1 second, it's loading. So this is how you add a disk to node VM1 and VM2, sir. Now what we are going to do next is creating a shared disk concept. Shared disk. So how to create a shared disk, if that is a question? Just a minute. First, let's complete this. disk mgmt.msc disk management. It's loading. Yeah, there you go. It found a new disk. Click OK. Again, same thing. So you can pick whatever drive you like. VM2 local disk. So that disk and this disk are local disks. So now go to my computer and see, you will find the disks. How to create a shared disk? So to create shared disk between both the VMs, first go to disks. Disks. Create a disk from outside. Don't create in the VM1 or VM2. Got it? Create the disk from outside. Call it what's up? KD- shared disk. And then pick the size. Pick the size. So I'm why bigger ones? I'll go with 64 GB. Is that okay for everyone? But 1 minute, sir. Can you see a number here? Max shares are how many? So if you select a 64 GB, you can share this disk with maximum 3 computers. If Raghu wants to share with 5 computers, sorry, Raghu, minimum 1 TB disk you have to pick. If Shiva wants to share it with 10 computers, the same disk, minimum 8 TB disk you have to pick. That is one key take here. That is the meaning of max shares in that sections. So, yeah.
So KD, is there possible of increasing the storage whenever you wanted?
Meaning, okay, you want 512 GB only, but you want max shares to be increased, is it?
Yeah, no. If I have 512 and I increase more to systems where I can't share this shared drive, can I directly come and upgrade the hard drive, or we have to do a new shared?
Oh, okay. So first you created with, for example, 64 GB.
Yeah.
And then you want to upgrade to 5. You can come and change the size here.
Okay.
Directly. Yeah. So now, sir, I'm going with 64 only, sir. Anyways, with 2 computers only we are sharing, right? So I think our requirement will be okay. We'll go with this one. Click OK. Done now. So 2 shares are possible. Wait, sir. One important step. Go to encryption, go to networking, go to advanced tab. Especially in advanced tab, you have to enable shared disk. If you don't do it, so there's no point. This is normal disk, not a shared disk. Huh? So now I am saying shared disk, yes. Click on review and create. Click on creates. Now the disk will be created. So now the disk is created. Go to VM1 and tell that, hey, VM1, this is your new disk. Go to VM2 also, tell that, hey, VM2, this is your new disk. So you need to add this disk both to VM1 and VM2. So that is the concept of shared disk. Okay, done. Disk is ready. Now go to home, go to virtual machines, go to KD, virtual machines. The first one, VM1, I'm going. In VM1, go to disks. So you don't need to create anything. You can just say attach existing disk and do a down arrow. So sometimes you will not see, you know what to do.
Refresh the browser.
Yeah, refresh the website, then you will definitely see. Unfortunately, I don't know what to say. Attach new disk. Yeah, here you go, sir. Shared disk. Add the disk. It is here. Click on save. So this went on node 1, VM1. Now go to VM2. Same thing. First, let it save. This can be updated on the fly, so without restarting. Go to virtual machines. VM2. Disks, same thing, sir. Add existing disk. Shared disk. Save it. Shared disk is easy concept. Sometimes Windows team, sometimes people will come and ask you as an Azure admin that, hey, please create a shared disk, and then you have to ask questions. How many shares you want? 3 shares, 4 shares, 5 shares. You need to tell them, educate them that, hey, if they're saying 5 shares, then you should tell them that minimum 1 TB disk you have to create. Update, sir. Done both. Now go to VM1. VM1, first virtual machine. Disk manager. Same thing. After that, same thing, sir. Click OK.
But we should do it in only one phase, right? We
No, you have to do it in both places. I'll show you. Yeah, I just a minute. Hit next. Hit next. So as it is shared disk, shall I give letter S? Then letter S and just call it a shared disk. Finished in node 1. It's formatting. Just wait. Yeah, formatted, sir. Shared disk is ready. Now go to my computer and double check once shared disk is coming up here. Same thing, go to node 2 now. Here you go, sir. Unallocated. Open disk management and see. Disk management. BISK. That's it's loading. Just a second. Yeah, a new disk is identified. Click OK, sir. Same story, please. Right click, new volume, hit next. Pick letter S.
But it is a shared drive now.
Shared disk only. Correct. That's how first time don't keep any data. In Azure, especially this happens. So you need to repeat that process here and there. So what Vijay is saying, everyone, in normal shared disk concepts, in one computer, if your format is sufficient, second computer, you don't have to do that. Automatically it will detect. Azure shared disks are crazy. This is how they are. So yeah. Go ahead, Vijay.
What about AWS? Same thing?
Same thing. So now disk is ready in both places. So now 1 minute, please understand the concepts. Go to my computer. Go to shared disk. Whatever content you keep here, right, sir? For example, I'm keeping a text document. Text document. KDVM2. Right. KDVM2. Okay, sir. This is a document created from KDVM2. Okay, sir. Save it. It's a shared disk, right? Yes, everyone.
Yes.
It's a shared disk, right, sir? Now go to that VM and go and see. Not immediately, sir. Sometimes it's synchronous and sometimes it's asynchronous. You will see that content here. It's actually both the same disk here and there. It's a shared disk. If you wait for some time, you will see that content here. Or vice versa. So this is how you create a shared disk. Sir, nothing, sir. This concept only. Nothing fancy, nothing new. In shared disk, we have advanced tab. In advanced tab, you just need to enable the shared disk, okay, and share this disk with multiple computers if you want. That option Azure has provided. I think it's been around 3 or 4 years they have launched this feature, shared disk option. 3 to 4 years, if I'm not wrong.
Is it more charged for shared drives?
Yes,
instead
the
of
charge will be a little higher for shared disks compared to a normal, because you're looking for a feature. But now normally you have to ask one question, sir. Why do we have to share a disk? Please wait for clustering topic coming up shortly. Cluster. You all will build a cluster. I'll make you build one cluster. You will do the demos, not only me showing. You will do the demo. Their quorum disk is needed. So that's where shared disk comes into picture. Please wait for the topic. It is coming up short. Some of the DBAs already know this stuff, so you might be already aware.
So KD, I just missed before 2 seconds. Yeah, so when you have created, right, in the VM1 that you have created a document, the same document can be, I mean, will be appear in the second also, right?
It will appear, sir, but not sometimes it is synchronous, sometimes it is async. It will take a lot of time, sometimes it. But yes, you are right.
Okay.
Shared content between both.
Okay. So what, I mean, is there any difference between this SMB file share also we do create, right? And that and this one, like
Sir?
yeah, generally we use SMB also, right? What we create, the same thing can be appeared in the different VM as well, right?
So you're talking about under storage account. There are two. You're talking of normal storage that we created. For example, go here, create. Go to one second. Go to file shares and create one file share. Give the file share to VM1, VM2 also.
Yes.
This is also one type of sharing only. Same content you can see here and there, but this is file shares. It's SMB share. So this uses a different technology. The disk that we are discussing now uses iSCSI.
Okay.
So that is a different technology, Other than that, yes, sir, these are two methods of sharing content between different VMs. Two methods.
Okay.
But see, everyone, I'm so sorry, I'm trying to pull back myself with a couple of things, sir. Where to properly use shared disk, right? Where to properly use shared disk, that I will tell. I have not explained it yet. Very shortly coming up.
Sure.
Today we saw only how to share a disk between two VMs. In a real world scenarios, how do people use it? That's what I have to explain. I will do. Because we have to finish networking, sir. But tomorrow onwards, we're starting networking, by the way. But this is all about storage. I want you to learn at a fundamental level. There is one more scratching the storage a little more. Some more topics are left. Very small topics are logging, how to use storage account for logging and all that. But sir, in overall views, if you see, this is all about storage. You use managed disk, you use unmanaged disk. You may use storage account with blobs. Blobs again 3 types: append blob, place blob, block blob. You may use you may help application team with queues. You may help application team with tables. You may help application team with files, file shares. Just now Santosh was telling file shares. So everybody will come with different storage requirements. You and I having a proper understanding about different types of storage is important. We never know who is going to come to an Azure admin with what requirement. Okay, if you have understanding about all the different types of, and sir, bursting is one more option that we have learned. How can I make my bursting run go fast? Disks run perform faster. Or a tire change. You can change the tire and select, I am in P30, but I want P50 speed. You can do that. But you'll be charged P50, remember. So those kind of anybody may come to an Azure admin and ask, I want this storage, I want that type of storage. So you having storage understanding is extremely important. That's why we have spent around 8 to 9 sessions plus on storage.
KD, one question here. file assemblies we can just map to the computers. But right now we have shared disk, we have added to my
Added
computer.
as a disk, correct.
How do I remove it?
Which one,
If
sir?
how do I remove the shared drive?
No, if you
There
don't,
will
your purpose is finished. You don't want
Yeah.
the disk anymore. So as per se, go to disk management.
Okay, we
And-
can remove it.
But we can remove
Okay.
it, sir. We can remove it and
But
then go.
what
Once
about the data?
data will be lost, so we have to take a backup before removing if you want backup of that content. And once we remove, go and delete the shared disk from portal
Okay.
also. That's what we do, sir. Yeah, you just have to delete the volume.
Okay. So better is okay. This is another way. Okay. Got it.
Okay, everyone. Done, sir. So, this much, it's not fundamental also. I don't think we can call this fundamental knowledge because we did a proper scanning of all the storage features, sir. Both for interviews, it is sufficient at the moment. But, sir, remember, there is some more scratching we have to do on the storage, which we will do later. So, virtual machine also, there are some topics pending. Do you remember? I did not show you how to take a backup of a virtual machine. I did not show you how to migrate a virtual machine. We did not discuss how to add a virtual machine into a domain, sir, because domain concept is coming up. So all these topics will go, I mean, Raghu and others will normally they know. First, we'll do a one quick scan, sir. We'll go through complete topics and then again we'll come back and advanced topics we will discuss. So one round of technical discussion will be done with all the fundamentals. Second round will give us a holistic understanding about all the advanced features.
Sure, KD.
Now only if we talk advanced, right, it will be a problem. I would not recommend that. Okay, so then I think with fully get up tomorrow morning, we are starting networking. So again, couple of cautions and precautions here. Before starting Azure networking, first we have to spend time on fundamental networking, basics of networking. Meaning I will go as cheap and as low and as lowest grade possible. We'll start with a class A, class B, class C, class D, class E. Or leave that also, sir. OSI model. We'll start with all the way from the OSI models, fundamentals of networking, step by step, step by step. So that means networking topic is going to take more than storage time. Whatever storage took, right? This will take more than networking will take more time than storage. Because we have to cover fundamentals of networking. From there, we have to start. So please bear patience. If you already know those stuff, whatever I'm going to cover, IP address, class A's, class B's, class C's, how does networking work? All that will be a little boring for few. If you already know it, just bear with me. But actual, we can't talk about Azure networking unless and until basic networking is not strong. With that, let's meet tomorrow morning in the class. I'm sorry for the delay today. All videos are updated. Content I will check immediately and let me put that content also. Wednesday onwards, lab is starting at any cost. Sai and I will be collaborating in the lab, sir. We will let you know because me and he had a conversation on Friday a little. Again, we will talk more. So wherever you are stuck, of course, we are there. So we will have a conversation shortly. Thank you. Meet you back tomorrow morning. Normal times. Yeah, 8, sir. Don't come at 7:30. 7:45 should still be good. I'll make it at 7:45. Don't join at 7:30. 7:45 should be good. Thank you.
Okay.
Talk to you tomorrow, sir. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, KD.
Thank you.
Hey, 1 minute, please. I think somebody called me. Okay, I'll talk to them again. Bye, everyone.